Hello, Internet. It's your old pal, Doc Awesome. And today I'm going to be reviewing 2015's Mad Max. In an age where big movie tie-in games are typically the most mercenary, mobile, free-to-play trash, Mad Max is an overlooked gem. While it certainly doesn't reinvent the wheel, pun intended, it is competently executed and fun to play, which easily makes it the best thing Avalanche Studios has produced since Just Cause 2, and the best Mad Max game ever made by anyone. The story begins with Max losing his iconic Interceptor in a battle with the main villain, a warlord named Scabrous Scrotus, son of Immortan Joe from Fury Road. Max is rescued by Chumbucket, a skilled blackfinger, or mechanic, who is religious about his work. Literally. Chumbucket worships the sweet angel Combustion, and sees Max as her holy saint. He decides to build Max a badass car called the Magnum Opus in service to his deity, upgrading it as you complete missions out in the world.
Paint my name in their blood. Paint my name.
Mad Max is a third-person action-adventure set in an open world. Most of your time will be spent driving across the wasteland, fighting off trucks full of war boys or raiding bandit camps for scrap metal and parts to improve your machine. On foot, Max uses the same timing-based combat system popularized in the Arkham series. Perfectly timed parries let you disarm, cripple, or shiv enemies, and scoring consecutive hits fills a meter that will eventually send Max into Fury mode, where he deals more and takes less damage, throwing haymakers and snapping necks. Once you find a rhythm, fighting is no longer a challenge, but it is still satisfying to wade into a camp full of war boys and let your fists do the talking. Behind the wheel is where Mad Max truly shines. Driving feels better than it ever has in an Avalanche game, even when you're rolling in some of the garbage early game cars. As you unlock the various branches of the upgrade tree, the Magnum Opus will not only go faster, but also ride smoother, handle tighter, and hit harder. Flooring it across the sandy wastes conveys a tremendous sense of speed, and even hours into the game I still enjoyed the long stretches driving between objectives as much as the quests themselves. The wasteland has a kind of desolate beauty to it, and I often found myself stopping to indulge in the robust photo mode to take some pretty great screenshots.
Get out there and fix it.
I felt a real bond with my car, even more than I did with my horse in Red Dead Redemption 2. Probably because, unlike Arthur's horse, Max's car actually grows and changes as the story progresses. The Magnum Opus has a more developed character arc than even Max himself. Over the course of 30 hours, I turned a shitty stock car into the most fearsome war machine on the road, and I was quite proud of it. It's not just my ride. It's also a versatile tool, a powerful weapon, and the closest thing I have to a home. Of course, the most foundational pillar of the Mad Max franchise is vehicle combat, and the game absolutely nails it. Max can use his shotgun, a harpoon, explosives, or even just the front grille of his car to deal with hostile motorists. Roadside encounters are fast, visceral, and exciting. A war party can roll up on you quick if you're not paying attention. There are also a number of enemy convoys running around the map that need to be destroyed in epic high-speed chases, and hunting them down is the highlight of the game. While racing down a ruined highway, you have to whittle down the truck's escort until you can destroy the payload itself, which rewards you with a legendary hood ornament that grants your car some kind of bonus. In the beginning, these are David and Goliath conflicts, requiring you to peel away enemy armor with your harpoon so your shotgun can hit weak points like tires and fuel tanks. By the end of the game, you're tearing through a column of escort vehicles like a chrome shark through a school of fish. These sequences feel the most like you're playing a scene from Fury Road, blowing enemy rides off the street in bursts of watercolor explosions. It's just a shame there aren't more of these convoys to tackle. Many of the other activities that litter the wasteland are just busy work by comparison. That's my biggest criticism of Mad Max the game. It's short on its best stuff, and some of it is rather confusingly hidden. Max begins the game on a quest for a V8, the only thing that will make the magnum opus fast enough to survive his long and hard journey.
Kill him.
But by the time you acquire this incredible engine, the game is almost over. You acquire the most powerful engine in the game, and you have nowhere to go but the final mission. While you can upgrade Max's looks and abilities, you won't acquire his iconic jacket, weapon, or car until you beat the game. You can't get your complete, authentic Mad Max experience until the game is over. Sure, I can drive the Interceptor through the desert now, but why would I?
Deep fryer.
A lot of reviewers chastise the story for being thin and unconnected to any of the movies, but the films were never heavy on text, and the only connection they share is the titular character. There is no grand chronology for this game to fit into or upset. It's just another legend about the folk hero of the wasteland, Max. And for that, it's actually pretty good. Mad Max is not a groundbreaking game, but it never needed to be. The films influenced so many video games, it was high time they got a decent one of their own. If you're a fan of the movies and always wish there was a game that put you in the driver's seat, Mad Max will show you a good time. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this Doc Awesome review. I hope you enjoyed it and will give Mad Max a try. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought about Mad Max.